Little Early Childhood Center is a special purpose school within the Wichita Public School system. We serve approximately 250 pre-kindergarten students and have a large teaching and support staff that specialize in early childhood education. In many ways, Little looks like a comprehensive school with a playground, gym, and classrooms. But there are also many things that make Little unique, even among pre-K programs. In the Mixed Abilities programs at Little, we are hyper-focused on structures, schedules, and systems. This approach is helpful for students with low-incidence disabilities as it gives them opportunities to learn routines and expectations. To better help you understand what Little is about and how we serve our students, let's break down our classrooms for you just a bit. When you enter our classrooms, you will immediately notice that our classroom looks different from a typical pre-kindergarten room. That's because we set up our rooms following the structured teaching philosophy. So, what is structured teaching? It is an implementation of strategies based on an understanding of characteristics of students with low-incidence disabilities. These strategies address deficits, but also build on strengths. This philosophy recognizes that some disabilities are not reversible, so being normal is never our goal. The strategies that we use are applied across all curricular areas and across every environment in the school. Structured teaching also strongly promotes a proactive approach to behavior and creates meaningful environments that reduce stress, anxiety, and frustration. Structured teaching strategies focus on how we teach, not what or where. Structured teaching philosophy is often accompanied by this visual. Let's go into detail in order to show you how each area is done at Little, starting with the physical environment, which includes the physical arrangement and organization of materials, furniture, and equipment in the learning environment. The physical structure answers the questions: what is the area for? What should I pay attention to? Who will I work with? Where should my body be? In each classroom at Little, you will find areas for whole group instruction, direct instruction, small group instruction, independent work, and play. Direct instruction is where new information and skills are taught to a small group of students. This is oftentimes where the classroom teacher can focus on new skills that are being tracked for IEP goals. Small group areas are used to practice new concepts that have been previously taught to students. This helps to increase understanding and mastery, and is where staff can begin to fade their assistance. In the independent work area, students are learning to work independently, and adult support is fading or removed completely. You will also see numerous clear and meaningful boundaries, visual supports that both students and teachers understand, and reduce distractions. Next, we will move on to the individual schedule. This is a visual method used to tell a child which activities will make up their day and the order in which they will occur. The individual schedule should answer the questions: where should I be now? Where will I be next? When will I be done? Schedules can be done in many ways and should be individualized to the need of the student. The next area to show you are the work systems. Our work system is a visual means of receiving and understanding information that allows a child to work more independently. Work systems answer the questions: what work do I have to do? How much work do I have to do? What should I do next? Like schedules, these are to be individualized to the student. Routines and strategies comes next when describing a structured teaching environment. This simply means that we incorporate predictable actions into the day across all settings. Routines and strategies answer the questions: how am I expected to act? How do I respond or communicate? What do I do with my feelings? How do I react to others' feelings? Visual structure of tasks is the final core concept of a structured teaching classroom. This is the process of incorporating concrete visual cues into a task or activity. This is also something that is generalized across all settings of the school day. Visual structure of tasks answers the question, how do I do this? As you have seen, the program at Little is highly structured and specialized for a unique set of students. But most students do not require placement at Little, as many of the visuals and structured teaching concepts used at Little can be implemented in inclusive pre-K classrooms to benefit all students across the educational spectrum. Because of this, once your child has learned the concepts that Little is highly focused on, we may begin talking to you about the possibility of transitioning your child to a pre-K program in a comprehensive school. For our youngest students with severe needs or disabilities, regular education inclusion becomes a crucial early childhood intervention. Early childhood students with special needs are more like their typically developing peers now than they will ever be again. The gap between them and their peers is only going to grow as they age. We know that children learn best from each other, and Wichita Public Schools strongly believes that all students are general education students first. We also believe that all students should have the opportunity to go to school with their typically developing peers if they can make gains in that environment. We hope that you have seen what a highly structured early childhood classroom looks like. We also hope that we have helped you see the value of inclusion if that's the direction your child goes. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to your child's teacher or principal. Thanks for sharing your child with us.